Blessed be, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're talking about the benefits of astrology for those of you who are practicing witches or Wiccans. But before I dive in, hi, I'm Sandra from MysteryWitchSchool.com, author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path. And if you want to do just that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. And if you want to find out where to start your witchcraft practice because you just don't know where to start and what to do to keep going, do have a look at my free video, How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice. The link is in the description field below this video. When I first learnt astrology, I found it really complex. It was back in the 90s. There wasn't the internet, and there wasn't really a way of being able to just type in your date of birth, where you were born and the time, like there is today. And instantly now you can get your birth chart up there within, a minute. We had to work it out ourselves. We had to use the ephemeris and the book of tables, sit there and work out all of the aspects, all of the houses, the planets, and it took ages and it was complicated. Plus, I found astrology also very complicated because when you're looking at it from a more of a concrete way of learning, so you learn these are what the planets are, and these are what the houses are, and these are what the zodiac signs are, these are what the aspects are. For me, being a big picture thinker, it just confused me. It was like the trees, there were too many trees and I couldn't actually see the wood. And being a big picture thinker, it was really difficult for me to be able to learn astrology that way, because what I need to do is actually see the big picture first and then work inwards. So it was tough and I didn't understand it. So I left it for a long, long time, didn't really take a whole lot of notice of astrology until probably over the last couple of years. And the way that I've approached astrology this time has been in a much more bigger picture type of way of learning, which is really just learning from other astrologers and going and then learning more of the bits and pieces as the bigger picture starts to make sense for me. What are the benefits of astrology, though, for a witch? Well, astrology is a big part of pretty much every magical tradition. It's a big part of shamanic traditions. It's an understanding of our relationship to the greater cosmos out there. And whilst astrology in this day and age is seen as still being something woo-woo by the mainstream, it used to be part of the astronomy. Astrology and astronomy went together. It was a science. It was considered a science. It wasn't considered anything that was, woo-woo and the way that it is now. And so many of the ancients understood life. They understood what was coming. They understood events simply by watching the stars and the planets moving across the sky. And as witches, it can help us as well. Our own natal chart tells us so much about who we are and what we're doing here and what we came here to do, that if you are struggling with knowing maybe what your potential is or even what your purpose is, or part of your purpose. I mean, our purpose is really to be here and create and express and explore. That's generally everyone's purpose. But if you want to get more specific about it, astrology is a good place to start, because your natal chart is going to show you your strengths and highlight your weaknesses. It's going to show you the areas of your life that are going to be strong for you. It's going to help you know and navigate your way through your life at knowing what times things are more, that you're stronger in certain areas, and other times where there may be weaknesses in those areas. It can help you understand when to do things and maybe when to hold back from doing things. It can help you understand your growth, where you've come from. So your south node is like where you've come from, where you've been, where you're comfortable, and your north node is where you're heading and the challenges of that for you. So it's understanding that can really help you understand what career or job maybe you should be doing, or where you should be focusing your energies. It's not saying you have to have a career or a job to be able to fulfill your purpose, because that's only part of a purpose, and some people don't even need that to fulfill a purpose. Many people don't. But it will help you understand where you're strong, and then where you're learning to be more you in the world. And so your North Node will be calling you to experience and to do things that may feel challenging and not feel comfortable, but are actually part of the reason why you're here. And that can really help you with your purpose. It can help you understand where you've come from and why you've gone through the things you've gone through as well. It can help you understand your potential, essentially. Your sun sign can help you understand more about how you present yourself in the world and the things that you do in the world. Your moon sign, how you navigate things more from an emotional point of view. Your rising sign or your ascendant is more about where you really start to work with your chart, because your chart really kicks off from your ascendant. And then all of the different houses, different aspects of your life, such as you've got money, you've got communication, you've got family and home, and so on and so on. And so when the planets transit through these different houses, then you can know what's going on in your life and work with that, actually work with the astrology. It's not that we are slaves to the stars, it's that they're influences in our lives. So we don't have to be, oh no, Mercury's going retrograde in my second house, so that means that, you know, money could be an issue. Money could be an issue, and maybe you do need to be more careful about your communications when it comes to anything to do with self and money, but that doesn't mean that, you know, you're a slave to that. You can use magic to help you navigate through the tougher times of your chart. You can use your chart to help you enhance your magic. So if you're going through a really good time in your chart, like something's really highlighted in a really positive way, you can use magic to even boost that even more. So it's a way of helping you navigate how you use your magic too. Different events coming up in your life can also be seen in an astrological chart as well. And that's helpful, again, for you to know what's coming and for you to be prepared for what's coming. Different people that you're going to meet in your life and be influenced by in your life can also show up in your chart as well. So that can just help you navigate your way through your meetings with other people. I've talked about your comfort zones before, so your chart is going to show you where you're comfortable. And typically, as us humans, we don't like change. We like to stay in our comfort zones. So you're going to find that when you look at your chart's going to be bringing up events and people to move you out of your comfort zone. So it's a way that your chart can help you know that here's a challenge to your comfort zone coming up. What are you going to do about it? So astrology can have really positive aspects to our lives, as well as the more sort of scary aspects. Astrology is about us as individuals, but it also governs us as a planet as well. And so the whole planet has the connection to what is going on with the stars and the planets around it. Different countries have different astrological charts as well. So different countries will be going through different things at different times. So we can understand then when it comes to countries and what a particular country in the world may be experiencing, if you actually look at the chart of that country, you can go, oh, okay, that makes sense. They're in that particular time. They might be going through a Pluto return, or they might be going through a Saturn return, or something like that. So it helps us navigate not just our own lives, but also the greater life of the collective as well. So it's a very useful tool to have and to understand. If you're interested in astrology, there are many places that teach astrology. I don't teach astrology because it is so complex. I'm still not totally across it myself. And it is something that, as I said, I had trouble learning from a typical way of doing it. So if you're more of a concrete thinker, or if you're somebody who is really good with detail, then you may find that learning each individual thing, like learning what the planets are, learning what the houses are, is a good way to do it. But if you're a big picture thinker like me, you'll probably be better off just listening to lots of different astrologers and just listen to how they do things and watch how they do things, and then go in and start to learn a little bit more detail about what the planets actually represent, what the aspects represent and the houses represent. That was a much easier way for me to do it, for sure. Astrology is a second degree, it's something that you learn in second degree Wicca if you're learning traditionally. That's why I was learning it, but as I said, I really struggled with it. So enjoy listening to astrologers and just comparing how they all connect to the stars. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.